Hello, everybody. Welcome to Draft Horses, the show where the Christmas carols never stop singing. And sit around, children, for today we have a very special Christmas ahead of us. We're gonna sit down by the campfire, grab yourself a very special mug of cocoa, and listen to the Christmas carol of the Scrooge. With us, we have our beautiful characters.
Hello, I am Captain Horse.
Hey, I'm the real Akineko.
I'm Shirecorn.
I'm Melody.
By our powers combined, we are
And all
Christmas.
together we will form
Oh.
one solid brain cell.
All the ghosts form into the Megazord, and we all get in a giant robot and beat the shit out of Scrooge.
For our viewers out there, we're doing the Christmas Carol. Sit your
ass
pony
down.
Sit your ass
Melody
down.
is
We're telling you a
understanding.
goddamn story with our artists here presenting themselves as the characters themselves. Without further ado, let's begin. The story starts with a very grumpy man. He's called Scrooge. He's gonna be depicted by our beautiful artist, Captain Horse.
I want to do the Here Comes Mr. Humbug from the
Mr.
Muppets version.
No.
Oh, that introduction is so strong.
For our viewers out there, if you don't understand our premise, each of our beautiful artists here are going to portray themselves as each of the characters from the Christmas Carol. Captain Horse will be portraying the Scrooge himself. What would you say is the sad backstory of this fucking dude?
That's not my job. That is the tale
The
of the
job of-
ghost of Christmas past to figure out how he got this way. So I'm just describing Scrooge as we meet him.
How
Woke
stinky is he from
Scrooge.
1 to 2?
This is pre-woke
Yeah.
Scrooge. This is
This
misogynist
is-
Scrooge.
Yeah, he's doing the hat tip there, milady. You know?
Oh no, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I was gonna
Liable.
do like the cane here, but it's gonna be a katana now. While you were having Christmas parties, I studied the blade.
So is this what he was doing in his mansion this whole time?
The big old swoopy Victorian cape.
Some
This was
horse.
originally gonna be like a lot sillier, but then I just realized it was like, oh yeah, I can just do like a spooky, moody, beardy goat who's looking
Beardy
real
goat.
grumpy, and
Okay,
he can
alright.
really look the part.
Gen-
Actually, you know, what I'm gonna go for some. Well, first of all, those eyebrows aren't grumpy enough. They need to be super grumpy because he's
Needs to be extra.
mean.
He's a mean one, Mr. Bitch.
These little round
Oh, a little round glasses.
spectacles.
So, what do you think he's doing while everyone's enjoying Christmas?
Because he's a goat, I imagine that he is just like eating Christmas decorations. If you leave your like tinsel and fairy lights unattended for too long, he will eat them.
Oh my god, he hates Christmas.
On the one hand, there is just like the perverse glee of like, oh, it's Christmas time. I get to, eat Christmas decorations. I mean, Quoth, the original story, he does describe Christmas as a harvest time for the moneylenders, which is just such an evil thing.
Maybe his opinion will change very soon. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Very soon, he might be
We're gonna
kidnapped by
try.
3 people showing him very spooky images.
I'll
what
have
do
you
we-
know that under English law, that counts as kidnapping.
They can't arrest us if we're not corporeal.
They will try.
Christmas
And-
laws trump English laws.
So, are you just thinking to make this like goat look as Victorian and grumpy as possible?
I am kind of going with the Victorian look. I've got like the top hat, and I've got the big swoopy cloak.
Yeah, the big
I'm gonna-
drape. The drape kind of reminds me of like Phantom of the Opera type shit.
Like, it is remarkable how much of our culture comes from like the 19th century.
It's kind of a nice mixture of modern and like old. So it's like very cool. My god, even though a suit is uncomfortable as hell, goddamn, walking out with one feels amazing.
'Cause that's the other thing about Scrooge, is that he's miserly. It's like he has all this money,
Yeah.
but he doesn't spend it on material comforts. Like, it's just piling up in a bank account and doing nobody any good. The cloak does have like the drama, but it is purely functional.
Any coolness point is accidental.
He looks like he's gonna have a song at some point.
Absolutely about
I mean-
to
I mean, in my head has just been the Muppets intro song this whole time. So
Editor.
that will get us like
Soon.
drone struck from orbit by Disney. So
Editors,
If you have
YouTube
one.
poop it.
Scrooge was hard.
okay, yeah, we're gonna change the outline of that because we're not gonna get a butt shot of Scrooge Goat here. As much as somebody's gonna want it.
Somebody's gonna want it. Look at this fine, grumpy goat who hates Christmas and is a bit stinky, perhaps.
What he doesn't want you to know is that under that cape, he's got like a little flippy, wiggly tail that it just like,
Aw.
wiggles when he's happy because
Oh,
this is good.
Yeah, maybe we can have him show that off at the end of the
Yeah.
Christmas Carol, when he's reformed, when he's happy.
Spoilers.
Sorry guys, I'm spoiling this like what century-old Christmas Carol.
I was like,
How old is
dang, I
this?
haven't had a chance to read it yet. You know?
This carol is almost 200 years old. So-
Oh, he's losing his glasses. Okay, so I'm just
Can you
gonna
bounce
do.
him?
What?
Can you bounce him around when you like transform? It's like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a couple of cobblestones and just a quick a little bit of background setting, a little bit of
What would Goat Scrooge say about Christmas? You'd say.
in the Muppets version, like Michael Caine is playing Scrooge absolutely dead straight. He is playing it as if he is doing it in the Royal Shakespeare Company, and that's one of the
funny.
things. That's one of the things that makes it work. He's like absolutely just completely stone-faced throughout the whole thing. It also means that like he's just reciting lines directly from the book, so it's not really twisted in a funny way.
By the way, I wanna say I love the dynamic you have in this drawing with the background. Very cool.
Twisted streets.
Yeah, the twisted perspective.
Somebody's got like a snowman here, and he's just
Sad.
kind of
Yeah,
like
he ate the carrot.
he ate the carrot.
He's like a diet Grinch.
One slur vibes.
I see where you're coming from. I mean, the green that I'm sketching in probably doesn't help. That's the other reason why I'm kind of leaning towards like the straight man interpretation of it is because he's not really like a wacky villain. He's just kind
He's
of
not. He's just an asshole.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll put like a little bit of myself out here. I have needed money for a debt, and so I've needed to do like things in a fairly business-like fashion because it's like, yeah, I need this money. When you get in that mindset, it does change the way that you think in some ways that are sometimes a little bit scary, where you do start like putting dollar values on things that you wouldn't normally assign dollar values to. Like, how much is it worth to spend time with my friends? How much does it cost me to like sacrifice my health a little bit to stay up later, to work harder on this thing? That coupled with the somewhat intoxicating effect of like seeing your bank account go up, it's like I can definitely see how like someone might get sucked into that. I don't know, maybe this is like a dark version of myself that was just like
It's your inner Scrooge. It's your inner Scrooge.
yeah.
The ghosts take you by the hand and they go and they show you, and this is what you could be. It's
They just slap you
Scrooge
around.
Go.
Like a ghost appears with a more successful version of yourself and is just like, and this is what you could be, and then they disappear and you're just like, what the fuck?
What if the ghosts could like appear in modern day right now? They'll be working overtime.
You just
They-
see
they'll
a
just have to-
spooky Grim Reaper, and he's working at your local Walmart.
The ghost of Christmas past appears to Elon Musk, and the conversation goes like, oh, so we're doing this again.
Elon,
But,
you're not
I mean-
very receptive to our teachings.
How many
Kinda
times do we have to
stinky,
show you
not
the
gonna
emerald
lie.
mine, Elon?
Yeah.
Elon, your daughter wasn't killed by the woke virus. That's not how that works, bud.
Okay, I'm just like adding background
Yeah.
details at this.
This
I'm-
looks very cool so far. I'm very excited for how our grumpy, stinky, mean, cringe. Oh, green.
Cringe
The squinch.
and badly dressed. No.
Our beautiful viewers will see it right here.
He looks so
Ooh.
Scroogey.
Look at this
But,
dude. He's on his way to make fun of crippled children.
Let's go. We love
He's
that.
on his way to be ableist.
On his way to violate the ADA.
On
In
my
England.
way to knowingly keep a child from getting the medicine he needs to live.
I'm
literally every single corporate leader in America right now. I mean, what? Sorry.
I'm gonna acquire this building and remove the wheelchair ramp.
The wheelchair ramp.
No!
Fucking, that's an Avengers level threat right there. We'll see our beautiful Scrooge again. We move on
Yes.
to the Ghost of Christmas Past,
Yes.
coming to
It's
visit
me.
our goat Scrooge.
So, the ghost of Christmas Past is malevolent and very, very, very judgmental, and is like, dude, you gotta do something here. I was gonna make something like really sincere and pretty, and I'm like, you know what? It's the Funny Horse Show. We're gonna.
Hey, you can make it like very like dramatic and proper.
It can also be like completely ridiculous. That there's, like I said, there's no rules.
Like the Ghost of Christmas Past is like trying to show him, you know, what led him up to this point. So it's basically them
Dude, why are
pointing
you
out
so
like all of
stinky?
its flaws. I mean, they're all doing that. Somebody
Yeah.
remind me what the specific context of that was. Pretty please.
So the Ghost of Christmas Past is showing Scrooge his own past to show him basically where he went wrong. So I'm throwing my character's backstory over to you.
What happened to this goat that made him so grumpy? And
Goat problems. I raised goat. If they're like a doe, then it's like, oh, cool, she can make milk one day. And if they're a little buck, then it's like, oh, well, we don't
Oh,
need
wow.
that. We get rid of them, or we eat them, or something like that.
Oh no.
So little Scrooge was so excited for Christmas, but they're like, no, you're
No.
dumb. It could be just because he's a goat, you know?
true.
He's like, oh, yes, here I am in Ponyville. And they're like, what's the fucking goat doing here?
Tell us about your idea for the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Absolutely, still fleshing it out. So I've got like the funny one where it's just like, hey man, get your shit together. But I've also got like the idea of where the Ghost of Christmas Past was trying to show him, and he was very much like no, it's not a big deal. Like I don't understand why you know this is relevant, and he was like brushing her off a lot. I remember all the in the My Little Pony one, like they kind of got some like gentle character like redesigns kind of just to kind of fit the vibe.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah,
this
in
one
the My
where
Little
you-
Pony Christmas Carol, Applejack was the Ghost of Christmas Past.
What if she's the ghost of Christmas Past, so it's Paint Swirl who is the rainbow pony, but she's in black and white.
Oh.
Ooh, and then that super works with like the glowy eye idea that I had. Yes. But yeah, so she's like dragging him. She's like, no, child, it's time to figure out why we're here, what we're doing.
What a lot of the adaptations do is they show Scrooge like in his youth, like actually really liking Christmas, and then there is just the everyday traumas of life, like
The canon
breakups
event.
and
The canon
Yeah.
event.
So, all right, well then I'm just gonna draw our happy little goat.
Which of us here actually have read the original version of Christmas Carol?
No, I've seen so many adaptations of it.
oh look at the little bab.
Hey.
Baby goat when he was a kid, because that's you know.
He got the little flippy tail.
I love goats.
I genuinely
Me
want
too.
goats someday.
Give me your goats. Hand them
They're
over.
so funny. I love goat.
Actually, you know what? He's gonna be sad about it.
Yeah. I was like, no, do not show me these memories. Do not show me the time when my happiness died.
What if I like made them
No,
and
Melody.
they're, you know, she's like showing him the memories. It's not like particularly live there. So instead it's just like look at these. Look at you were such
Oh,
a
like-
happy little guy. What the hell happened?
Yeah. Once upon a time, you were happy. What happened?
Aww.
Look at you,
The
so
little
young and happy. Where does the time go?
the little twofer.
I gotta fix that nose. But yeah, I mean, forgive me. I'm doing this one on the spot today, guys. Like
Did you know goats don't have top teeth in the front?
oh damn it!
Really?
No,
Well,
no,
that doesn't matter. That'll still
No,
look
it
sweet. Don't
matters.
erase it.
Now it Matt, delete your art.
That looks so cute though.
It did look
There
cute.
you go.
I'm fact checking that.
That's
I'm
cute
looking at
too.
goat
Fact
teeth.
checking, please fact check that.
Ooh, they don't. They're like
Huh.
camels, where they kind of, well, like camels just have one really big slab of bone or flesh. I can't remember which one it
Yeah,
is off the top
I-
of my head, but it has a little like thing.
Yeah,
mandible.
goats in real life are frightening creatures.
They're very
No,
strange.
don't say that.
I mean, so are horses, to be real. So.
I love horses. I love all acorns.
We love them both.
Oh, that's so cute. The way you're
There's-
drawing like baby.
He's just the littlest babby. He's in like the swaddle, and he's looking at like a Christmas ornament.
Christmas ornament.
On the tree.
Oh, that's so cute.
Like that one.
That's
and
so
then
cute. We're really building a
one,
story.
like-
Yeah,
This is
That's what it is, right? I'm doing this right, I think, right? So it's
Yeah.
it's
yes,
good.
you are.
The Christmas past.
We are.
I mean-
God.
because I'm kind of a Christmas time baby myself. Like my birthday's in December, so.
Oh,
Yeah, so
That's
she's
awesome.
all like serious and spooky, and there's just like baby goat man, and he's like, nah, I don't want to look at it. You can't make
don't
me.
make me remember. Oh.
I hate babies.
I hate babies.
I hate
I'm
babies.
No, not.
I ate one last week.
Oh no. All right, I am gonna go ahead and start the line art.
But I really want to preface that when I looked up goat teeth, I got a bunch of images of people photoshopping human teeth on goats, and it looks awful.
Oh God!
Uh.
Oh no!
It looks so unnatural and
That's
weird.
it. That's the internet, everyone. Aki, this looks actually a fucking amazing right now. I can't wait to see.
Yeah.
it. Would you say you're probably done with it for now?
Oh yeah, no, the sketch is done.
And so our beautiful viewers sitting by the campfire, you guys will be able to see our amazing drawing from Aki here. Look at all the cute baby goats. They're so fucking
All the
cute.
baby goats,
Mm.
The
They're so cute.
kids.
the kids.
Good kid.
Look at that wrinkly old man.
True.
Look at that
Oh
my God.
fuck.
Now we move on. The ghosts of Christmas past have showed our grumpy Scrooge a lot of his past and how he has gotten here. But now it's time for the Scrooge to see the present. Sorry, what do you have done first?
I think that with Christmas present, it's all about enjoying and being like, look at how great all of this is, and the bounty and lots of food and stuff like that.
Scrooge would say Christmas is just a time for corporates to get a lot of money and stuff like that.
A waste of time when you could be making money.
But the ghosts of Christmas present say, shut up.
Ghost of Christmas present says, what? Can't hear you over how much of a good time we're having. Aren't you having a great time?
Actually,
And is like throwing Christmas supplies everywhere, and
Yeah.
is like,
and if you're the
Sure.
MLP version, the Ghost of Christmas Present is the Ghost of Christmas Present, not present as in time, but present as in the presents.
Presents and gifts, yeah. Which is
Yeah.
a little
Nice.
bit weird, but also like, yeah, it's Hasbro. They want you to buy toys.
Yeah.
But, like,
you know,
it's a
the
fine.
interesting thing about Christmas for me is it used to be really stressful for me, and then I just stopped getting anyone presents, and it became not stressful. What I do instead is I get people presents throughout the year, and it'll be like March or something, and I'm like, hey, saw this and thought of you, Merry Christmas.
That is a really good way to do it.
Merry Christmas. It's June. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know what goes around Christmas trees?
But
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Huh?
Did we actually
Huh?
say the same thing? Hold on.
Yeah.
yeah, you.
Yes, I
that's the
love
same thing.
you. Yeah, you string like string through popcorn, and then you would like wrap the popcorn around the tree.
So that's why the Scrooge was eating it so much.
I have never heard of this tradition.
The popcorn.
Yeah, I did not know about this.
I only know about it because I've seen it in cartoons.
Huh.
Alright, so Christmas present is gonna be like, we're gonna have a great time. Oh, there's Scrooge up there.
He sure is in for it.
Oh my God, why is he all the way
It's
up
like-
there? No.
Oh, he's getting flung and flying around. I feel like Christmas Present is like putting his head underneath him and tossing him into the air, all happy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if
just
you've ever
like-
seen a horse playing.
Yeah, it's just like yeah, come on, we're gonna see the town. Just physically grabs, and
Awesome over the buildings.
there's just the whole like what no ah.
He's just
He's
like,
gone.
ah! He thinks he's gonna die.
Yeah.
And Christmas Present is just like, popcorn and presents, hell yeah!
Popcorn.
And is like completely and utterly immune to his negativity. Doesn't
So
notice
joyous.
it at all. You'd think that the Christmas future is the one who's gonna punish him, right? No, his punishment is getting tossed around by this giant horse. He's just like, ah.
But
So now there's just like lights and popcorn everywhere, and he's dancing with the popcorn, and we're
Yeah,
running
like
through the
it's-
streets. There's like some
Popcorn's,
houses
like-
blurring by.
very nice imagery, and also very joyous too. Look at
Yeah.
look at Shire there. Look at how happy the Ghost's Christmas Present is. Big lad.
God, look at that boy.
And look at the Scrooge.
He's so jolly.
Help me! Help me! He's like, I've changed! Let me off this wild ride!
I'll pay you whatever you want. Just let me go.
He'll be like, got a popcorn wreath around him, barely anchoring him to Bo.
Is your ghost gonna have like any special attire or just popcorn strings? You think?
I think I'll probably be dressed up in fancy wear, which is where you put the mane in these braids
Oh.
and stuff like that, because it'll be like a fancy Shire horse. So we'll be fancy a little bit.
Also, I never told you this before, but Shire, I love the fact that your horse is like a giant stallion compared to like every single other horse MLP OCs out there. Yours is actually literally like proportionally a horse.
We have the normal MLP where they're like this, and then there's just a proportioned horse.
Yeah.
Let's see. I do have a bow in MLP style based on Trouble Shoes.
Ooh, oh yeah. Well, Trouble Shoes is the most horse-like out of the whole show.
He is the most horse. It's also worth mentioning that
Oh,
like
look at them.
yeah, goats are also just much smaller than horses.
Yeah.
So like even compared to ponies, they're just gonna be like
So Scrooge is a tiny old.
he's a little gremlin who's gonna
little,
eat your
little gremlin.
eat
Yeah,
your
he's
Christmas
gonna eat your-
decorations.
I know. So the special thing is gonna be that the horn is gonna be a corn cob.
Oh my god.
I love how well that
Oh my
so
God.
immediately fits into your character. That's so good.
Where the popcorn's coming from.
Yes, the popcorn is that's his magic. That's his magic.
Just gonna say, I can't believe I've never heard of this the popcorn thing until like today.
It's kind of falling
Yeah,
out
we
of
would-
tradition a little bit, maybe.
I feel like it's kind of regional as well, because like there's a lot of just weird regional holiday traditions. Like in Germany, they for New Year's, like everyone watches this like English comedy sketch called Dinner for One, and it's from like the 60s. Like it's in English, it's not in German. I think it's like subtitled in German, and they just watch this on New Year's because tradition.
Tradition. We love tradition. Christmas.
Or like there's that like straw horse in Sweden that people keep trying to burn down.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
That'd be fun if I
yeah.
did a little bit of Galvagoat or whatever. Oh, that's what forcing Scrooge to dress up like the Galvagoat. So he's
Oh
got
my
like
God,
a little.
Shire.
He's got the
Yeah.
little red ribbons. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's adorable.
It's another reason for him to fear for his safety.
True. Would you say you're done with the sketch, Shire?
Yeah, I think we know where it's going here. Ghost
Oh,
of
the
Christmas
Scrooge.
Present's gonna take him home, dump him in his bed, and say, my side of the custody battle is done.
I took the
And
kids.
I took the Christmas.
Like that's the real reason fucking Scrooge Goat is like this. Is like they took the Christmas in the divorce.
They took the Christmas. So now, after the escapade that our Scrooge has gone on with the ghost of Christmas present and the ghost of Christmas past, there's one last scene we need to see. Our Scrooge is not fully convinced about the joys of Christmas, but he needs a little foresight. And that's where the melody comes in. What is your...
No. Oh, no. Okay, we're gonna have to cut this.
That's not my actual sketch. That's not what. I'm not just gonna render that. Okay, so
Fucking technical difficulties screen.
the actual story of A Christmas Carol is really fucked.
Me?
At the end of the Christmas present part, Christmas present actually dies, because it's the idea that every Christmas a new Christmas present is born.
Over 1,800 of my brothers have come before me.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. This doesn't have to be canon in the in our version, but underneath the cloak of Christmas present are two scraggly, malnourished children, Ignorance and Want.
Oh.
And I don't remember the reason why they're there.
That is the most 19th century thing. You just pull aside this thing and they've got two children and they have labels.
There's just a couple of fleas, like, shakes out the big fluffy hoof and a couple of fleas fall out and it's like, this is ignorance and want.
I don't want it anymore.
That's like, Scrooge, get them out of here. I was like, well, if there's anything that I'm very experienced in, it's evictions. So
Actually,
God.
no. So, ladies and gentlemen, what happens is, the ghost of Christmas present runs around town with Scrooge, and then he drops him off in his bed, and then he's like, you know what? It's time. Dies in front of him.
Dies in front of him.
it's like the discography of LMFAO. It's like they have one album called Party Rock, and then the second album called Sorry for Party Rocking, and then like that's it. That's the end of their. They didn't make anything else.
And then our Scrooge, in his bed, he falls endlessly, like he would fall into a grave. 6 feet under, he climbs out and sees the ghost of Christmas future. Melody, what are you imagining for your ghosts?
Since Hodgepodge is a horse of pure anxiety, I'd imagine she'd just be like, hey, climate change is gonna happen. You could have stopped it.
Your
'Cause
mortgage
you're
is
so,
gone.
you're so rich, but you didn't, and now the world's on fire. Didn't you feel bad? Oh,
The
man.
unions are forming.
Maybe you should have just killed yourself, honestly.
I love that the Scrooge is kind of making the same face as early as well.
I mean, he's not having a good time in any of these.
He's being, like, pulled into hell
Literally.
by other...
Old Smosh!
Old Smosh.
Also, who is that?
Well, I was gonna put
also-
Smosh around, but I was just...
It's fucking the expression on Captain's face. Mortified. Look at this man. Look at this poor goat.
The goat is just
Ghost.
like, hey, Ghost, I actually beat up some handicapped children. What? No, I know that sounds bad.
Gets shot.
And then he's dragged to hell.
Now Scrooge is gonna tell like the ghost of Christmas future, like, so I busted some unions, and they're like,
That's,
"What?"
oh, okay, I was about to make the union busting joke, and I'm like, do I want to do that on this? Yes, I do. He busted too many unions. It's all his fault.
Now I know that sounds bad.
It's so over for him.
Oh, this scene is very, very dark. I love it.
That's why
I
it's
don't know
my,
why.
it's my favorite part of the story.
Dark but hilarious. Like, his facial
Melody.
expression is so perfect.
It's so funny. Also, I love how everything around him is so dark, but then there's melodies like
Yeah.
and, like she's so cute. She's like the odd one out of here. Like, I'm the cutest one. You
Oh, what,
will
Hodgepodge?
return to none.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hodgepodge is there just like, hey, yeah, so you know, down for all eternity. That's it's fine.
You gave me a good idea.
Ah,
So
okay.
no.
Hold on, we gotta zoom in on this one.
We're getting insomnia hodgepodge.
Yeah, Insomnia Hodgepodge.
It uses the
ghost-
Fluttershy voice.
Was it not your sin?
Oh.
Fuck, I pulled up the quote. God damn it.
When you sleep tonight, children, pull up your beds. Sheets,
Pull
otherwise
up your
Hodgepodge might
beds.
drag you down.
Lift them up.
Yep.
Check for
When you
bed
go to
bugs.
sleep-
Their names are Want and
Ignorance and want. Yeah. There's two of them.
there's two bed bugs. One always lies, one always tells the truth.
There's 2 bed bugs inside of you. Get them out.
There's 2 tapeworms inside.
Beneath the skin, we are already one. Was it not your
Yeah.
sin that trapped the unicorn? Even now, the evil seed of what you've done germinates within you.
Jesus Christ, I'm healed.
Go to hell.
You're going to hell! Goodbye!
No longer capitalist.
This scene is so palpable. I can like imagine it so well.
This hoof is gonna be a bone.
Ooh,
I'm trying
we're
to
leading-
make it look bone shaped.
What are
She's pulling out her boner
draft horses after dark?
after
Yes.
Christmas.
That's my thing.
Draft horses after Christmas. It's just like, yeah, we're having dry, draft horses dry January.
She sent
Dry,
old,
dry
she
January.
sent old Smosh to hell, and now she's sending the goat to hell.
Wait,
Nah.
don't they sacrifice goats on New Year's?
Wait, do they?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure somewhere
We
in the
can
world.
start the tradition.
No.
Hey, Captain Horse, can you stay after the recording for a bit? We need you for like
For no particular reason.
with that. Oh, don't worry. If like no, what's gonna happen is you're gonna turn to like Cult of the Lamb. You're gonna be the cult of the Lamb.
Just be like the spooky evil goat.
This scene is so nice. Look at all the creepy stuff.
What are these cruel specters that are... Is that ignorance and want?
It's Ian and Anthony.
It's Ian and Anthony.
Ian and Anthony
Ian
made
and
Smosh
Anthony.
the movie. I sent them straight to hell.
I didn't want to see that shit. I told them. I visited them. I told them if you
I was
made
like,
the
yo,
Smosh
you
movie-
guys shouldn't make this.
They're the nostalgia critic and the angry video game nerd.
Oh my god, yes.
Just Doug Walker as the ghost of Christmas past. He's remembering it so you don't have to.
He gets dragged down to hell and he's like, ah! And then the fucking green screen. Da-na-na-na-na.
I'm sure there does exist.
I think I'm done. I think I'm good. That's
Oh
the end
my
of the
God.
story. He dies.
It's looking. It's the bad ending. Try again.
Try
The
again.
continue screen comes up.
Sorry, you were too capitalist. Time to die.
You were too happy.
It was
You-
me,
you-
Karl Marx, the whole time.
Who would have thought that extracting the surplus value of the working class would lead me to this?
Oh no! They're taking the means of production. No. This is the ghost of Christmas future. This is the image that she had shown to our goat Scrooge if he does not change his ways. Christmas
Ooh.
future.
Yippee! Ooh woo! Ooh woo!
Whoa.
Send me to hell!
I mean,
Hey,
someone's always gonna like the ghost of Christmas future is always gonna be someone's type.
Ooh
Also-
woo! She
also, I
sent
wanna-
me to hell. Oh my
That is my
god!
favorite by default, so yeah.
With now our Scrooge, he has gone through the trials and tribulations that the ghosts have made him through. He's gone and seen his past, his present, and his future. Now it's time to see what has become of him, which I will draw.
Draw the goat just waking up out of bed and he's huddling to himself, terrified and traumatized after his horrific experience.
I'm just gonna draw the goat reformed. He's changed from
He's
his
changed,
experience.
man. He'll never be the same again.
He saw a nostalgia critic. He can't unsee it. The dog Walker came up to him.
Dog walker?
Dog walker. Hey man, I'm just walking my dog. I think I went the
That's-
wrong way. I ended up in hell.
I was gonna say that's like the pony name version of Doug Walker. It's just Dog Walker.
I walk the dog so you don't have to.
God, that's absolute. That if they really wanted to include a reference to the Nostalgia Critic in the show, that's a way they could do it. They just have Dog Walker and he drops that line.
So I'm just gonna imagine like he's gonna be still very old and a bit jaded, but he's much happier now.
I love the way that they represent this visually in the Muppets movie, where like he's, you know, his usual attire is it's all black, it's all, you know, dark and broody, but for the ending, he gets this little splash of color in a red scarf that is like a gift from like
his straw goat ribbons. He keeps
Oh,
them on
yeah,
his
you-
horns.
Oh yes,
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
that's perfect.
The scarf is like a gift from like the charity collectors, who he's like, well, I've been like throwing you out of my office for years, so here's like a decade of back payments. Yeah. You know.
Yippee!
So our Scrooge now comes out reformed. He's no longer angry. He's no longer grumpy. He's no longer a selfish asshole.
He starts ascending. I have seen the light. I have seen the error of my ways.
He's like a second father to Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim, who is like
Who
7
are you?
feet taller than him.
7 feet.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that boy gets his medicine. And then Tiny Tim goes,
God bless us, everyone.
If you're fundraising and trying to get money, you definitely want to name him something cute. Like, your name is Tiny Tim. Don't tell anyone that you were actually named Jordan. Tiny Tim is cuter. We're going to get more money.
don't tell anyone that you're in like your 40s, okay?
His name isn't Young Tim. It's just Tiny.
Tiny.
He's just small.
This is a bastardization of the old story.
There's a billion adaptations. I can guarantee you some are worse than ours.
Remember the live-action Smurfs movie? They made like a short film that came with
Oh.
the DVD that was like Christmas Carol, but it was for Grumpy, and he learned nothing.
He learned nothing.
He was
Dear
still
Princess Celestia, I didn't learn anything.
Willfully learning nothing.
I choose to not learn.
Dear Princess Celestia, I didn't learn anything at all. I was right the whole time.
Yes, I remember that. What if fucking Captain Horse wakes up and he's like, I've changed. I'm a new man. I love Christmas. And it's the next year.
He's just like, he's actually just slept through it.
Literally.
Scrooge, where have you been? It's been 30 years. Tiny Tim is no more.
He's not tiny anymore. He's just regular Tim.
He's
It's
just
like-
regular Tim.
He's just Tim. It's just Timsplosion now.
Tim split.
Are you gonna draw him with Tiny Timsplosion?
Oh, I should.
Little guy.
he's not even like a child. He's just short.
He's just short. He's a short little dude. I just realized I've never drawn your horse before, Captain. So this will be the first time I've drawn your goat. Your goat little giant.
Don't worry, most people haven't drawn him.
So your horn goes backwards.
Yeah, it's just like a simple like jagged backward horn.
Christmas is real.
Chris.
Wow,
Finally.
Christmas really is real.
Look, it's Jesus. There he is.
Like, wow, stuffed turkey is so good. I wish Christmas was real.
I think Horse Jesus is a donkey.
Also, I'm gonna make like the chain more crooked to show like the fact that he didn't spend any like money on it.
He picked up a stick that he found on the ground.
Yeah, it's the that thing of like you're walking and you just pick up a stick.
Wipes
He
a-
took it from Tiny Tim.
Wipes a tear from his eye. It's the best stick I've ever seen.
He just took it from Tiny Tim.
So I'm gonna make his like coat collar, the collar of his drape, to fold instead of up. So now it's not hiding, his neck. He's more exposed now. He is actually a chill dude now. I'm not busting units anymore. I'm just plain old mismanagement now.
I don't
No
see
more
you.
malice for me, just incompetence.
And also the most important part, his little tail's out now.
Look at
Yes.
little baby tail.
He cuts a hole in his cloak.
The flippy wiggler.
The fuck did you call me?
And the little ribbon up there.
Oh, it's on the floor.
Kids on the horn. Such a good suggestion for that.
It took all my strength not to just verbally, impulsively shout, "Hello, everybody! My name is Markiplier." I don't know why.
My name's Markiplier.
I think I was possessed by one of the ghosts, but I don't know which one.
The ghost of Christmas Markiplier.
It's just fucking like Scrooge in his bed, and he's like awaiting the ghost to appear, and then through the wall, fucking Markiplier comes, and he's like, "Hello, everybody! My name is Markiplier."
What if it wasn't even a ghost? It's literally just Markiplier. He walks into his room.
Hello,
everybody.
He's somehow reformed by being forced to watch Markiplier play Jacksepticeye for like 14 hours.
He wakes up and he's like, "Oh my god, it was the bite of 87."
Paralysis demon Markiplier.
You, young man, what day is it today? Today? Why, it's the 5th night at Freddy's! Of course it is!
Man, we have made a beautiful, beautiful tale, haven't we?
Yeah, it's got Markiplier, it's got Doug Walker, it's got everything.
Yeah.
Charles Dickens is fucking spinning in his grave.
He wish it could be us right now.
No.
If Charles Dickens could see us now, he'd just be like, "Wait, you put like a rocket on the moon? Like the moon in the sky?"
That is about what my new reformed boy would look like.
Yippee!
He's no longer.
He's so beautiful.
I do like the little ribbon on the thing. It's like
ribbon.
It's basically the same clothing items as the starting drawing, but just like the presentation makes it look so much different.
Because I imagine he would probably still act like the same. Like, he wouldn't spend that much money, but he would give the money to people in need. He still wouldn't spend it much on himself. So he would still have, like, the old clothes and, like, the old...
Yeah, he's not gonna suddenly become, like, you know, Donald Trump with a gold toilet. He's not gonna renovate his house to make it look like a cheesecake factory, you know?
And that's our beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Christmas carol. Each of the ghosts, can you tell us the lessons you have taught the Scrooge today?
The lesson I taught to Scrooge is rely on nobody. Politicians are vulnerable to cash gifts.
I taught him to remind himself where he came from a bit more often. Like, don't be afraid to kind of check where you started, especially if you start going down a path that it's not as, like, good for you. My brain hurts.
I taught him that it could be worse. You could be getting flung around by a joyful horse. And that when you look around, there's a bunch of different traditions. So if something about Christmas isn't doing it for you, just go make your own traditions. Get some popcorn, get some goats, like make it your own and have some fun with it and just be joyful.
Death comes quicker than you think. And the reason is to be with your friends.
That is the voice that I want to carry me through the void when I die.
Hi!
To be with your
Hello!
friends.
You're dying! Your soul is leaving your body! It's me, Hatsune Miku! Miku, Miku, you can call me Miku.
Merry Christmas to all. All right. You guys have all been amazing. Thank you for this year of draft horses. Dear Princess Celestia, we have learned here today that even the Scrooge himself can be changed by good mold, good times, and the threat of death, of course.
There is
Merry
no
Christmas.
escape.
There's no escape. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Happy generic
keep it
winter
ever.
holiday. Merry Yule.
No matter what you call it, I hope that everybody gets to have a good time with it.
Spend time with your loved
Absolutely.
ones, because they won't be here forever.
Oh my god.
Melody.
Make popcorn and put it on your tree. Do it.
I've been your great narrator here, Ronin20181, and these have been my cast.
I have been your Ebenezer Scrooge, learning the lesson of keeping the joy of Christmas all year round. Captain Horse. You can find me at tumblr.com/CaptainHorse.
I'm Akineko, and you can find me just the real Akineko, all one word, pretty much everywhere.
I'm Shirecorn, and you can find more of the big horse at Shirecorn on Tumblr.
Hello, I've been Melody Melancholy, and you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all under the name Melody Melancholy.
I love
Thank you very
you. Bye.
Thank you very much for watching Draft Horses for this amazing year, and to many years more. We shall continue making beautiful videos for all of you lovely viewers. All right. Merry Christmas to every single one of you. Watch your
Happy
door.
Halloween!
Happy
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Die.